Welcome back to Primal, where we were just rescuing Jen from a horrific torture chamber. It's Raum's science laboratory. Jen has no powers as a result of her tortures. She was in here in the Iron Maiden, and Raum stole her vambrace, which is the source of all her abilities. So now, we gotta do things without the ability to transform, the whole gimmick of the game. How will we compensate? I mean, we can platform. That's about it. No hot tips from the severed heads. We're on our own. Even the people on the inside are not providing us with anything. Just me and Scree. That means no murders for a while. What a shame. What we know is Raum has the key to our vambraces.
Hey, the Count's rooms are in the East Wing.
There's a hint. Let's go to the East Wing. Hey, our arms are still good for something. Opening the occasional door. Here's the ballroom. Where is the East Wing, though?
Uh-oh, guards. Not much I can do without weapons.
Well, luckily they can't see us, but not only do we not have our vambraces, our dagger was taken. Hearn's dagger. And we got back in the first level. That means no combat is possible. Even though when we're using the dagger, we typically, like, punch enemies in the face. But we have to have the dagger for confidence more than anything else. So this is where Scree climbed the wall, then climbed up a gutter, and rescued Jen in the first place. We never went out this way, because there was no reason to go out this way.
Let me get that.
Wow, he actually did it. Usually AI Scree will walk over to the lodestone, say, I got this, and then just stand there and look at it forever. This time he felt like doing something. Are we in the East Wing yet? Looks like we're getting close. This mansion level is really, really huge. And it's generally unclear where we need to go at any given time. Scree, I just said I need your help with this.
Don't just stand there watching. Help me out here.
Guess we didn't ask politely enough. We just said, move it, damn it. Scree refused. Frankly, that's perfectly fair. I mean, he's our only friend at this point. We are bereft of powers. Let's not alienate the one guy with powers who's willing to not murder us. Got a mirror. A functional mirror. Those are famously difficult to do in video games. Here we go. This is where the magic happens, as they say. In that I mean, Rao also does science in here. Beakers, tumblers, and a gargantuan chair pointed at his own portrait. Rao just sits there and stares at his own face all day. Okay, Scree won't do this one unless I manually select him. Walk over to it. We now have 5, so we can possess any statue we might need to.
The boy's a real fashion victim. Hey, I bet one of those severed heads was a tailor that gave him the wrong shade of black. The key's not gonna be in her dresses, Rockhead.
No, I fear he still has it on him. But I think I may have a plan. Tonight Raum and Empusa are hosting a ball. A masked ball.
Yeah? Whoopee.
If only we could find a way to get one of us close to him. Distract him a little. Steal the key. You know, the kind of distraction and close contact one would find with, say, dancing? Just to pluck an example from thin air?
You can stop plucking. I'm not doing it.
Doing what?
Putting that dress on, disguising myself as a wraith, dancing with the Count, and stealing the key.
Now there's a plan.
I said no! If it's such a good plan, why don't you wear the dress and try it?
Naturally, if you're not capable of carrying off the role of a fine wraith lady, the plan isn't worth pursuing. So, do you have a better suggestion?
Give me that. Yeah. I'll show him who's a fine wraith lady.
Should be quite a night. I heard one, young lady desperately trying to be invited.
Exclusive guest list, huh? I'll say I'm with the band. Man, is this tight!
I believe that item is worn the other way up.
Oh. Just couldn't resist a peek, huh?
Of course, there is a certain arcane etiquette at these affairs, a modicum of decorum, naturally, and established codes of behavior that...
What, you don't think I can act like a lady? Well, alrighty. Don't wait up.
Jen couldn't transform without her vambrace, but the game proved me otherwise. Look at that. Hardly could recognize her with her powdered wig. Oh, this is a look. And now we are separate from Scree, completely on our own, completely defenseless. We have nothing but our wiles and good looks. Turns out that's enough. Guards aren't going to bother us. We fit the part. We look just like a desiccated husk of a vampire that's been dead for who knows how long. It's the mask, I bet. We'll put all that on the mask. What's this portrait of? Just a scary, one-bit drawing of a face. Couldn't afford colors. I always pick the wrong staircase. You take the other staircase, you get to the door slightly faster. And Jen is at her bare minimum running speed, so... take any shortcut I can get through this gigantic mansion. Luckily, our corpse paint doesn't melt in the rain. It is watertight. Ballroom. So close. Just gotta continue going through the upper area. Damn you, opulent mansion. Getting tired just watching Jen have to do all this. And in what is clearly uncomfortable clothing.
Okay, I'm just the same as them. I am just the same as them. No one will turn a hair. I am just another guest.
Moment of truth.
Lady, forgive me for intruding. May I have the pleasure? Rarely have I seen someone dance with such poise and grace.
Why, thank you, Count Rome. You're quite a mover yourself.
Thank you. But you appear to have me at a disadvantage. Might I inquire as to your name?
Why, surely a lady should be allowed a certain, mystique?
Since I'm well acquainted with my other guests, I assume you must be the Duchess Natalia from the Eastern Province.
How clever of you to guess that, because that is my name, Duchess Natalie.
Natalia.
Natalia.
You know, Duchess, it is strange, but I had heard rumors that you were the size of a prize bull.
I've been ill.
Curiously enough, I heard you were the size of a prize bull, too.
My dear nimble Duchess.
Well, sir, I wouldn't want you to neglect your wife. I'm a great admirer of the Countess, and I, must go now. To powder my nose. Have I stolen the key to your heart, I wonder?
I am a heartless nobleman. Have you not heard? Perhaps we can enjoy a rather more intimate dance later.
I must go now.
Before I blow my lunch on your tuxedo.
Come on, Scree. I've got it. Who were you talking to, Raumer?
Oh, just a tiresome guest, my poisonous orchid. Oh, these affairs are full of parasites and balls.
Must we wait until the end of the evening to drink the hallowed blood?
There is nothing we must do, Empusa, my beloved. We answer to no one.
No. We can wait. Let us enjoy the anticipation. A pleasure to savor when the guests are gone.
Shall we dance?
In a pro. Big set piece of the level was jacking off that Cenobite to steal his key. It did teleport us quite a distance from where we just were. Possibly for the better? I think I now need to move around the entire level to get back to where the map symbol is. I'm pretty sure we can reach it from here. Using nothing but running. Also, Scree was there. I don't know why Scree was there. Or how Scree was there. But Scree was there. Like, he refused to stealth past the guards. The last time we approached the ballroom. But I guess we distracted the guards. To get Scree to teleport over to us. Or we were hiding Scree underneath our dress. And are currently doing so right now. Can't rule that out. As if this weren't all lewd and lascivious enough already, our next stop is Raum's bedroom, where we promised we'd meet him for a bang sesh.
Did you get it?
Yuck. I think I need a shower now. What happened to you?
I had to get out quickly. Someone was after my hiding place.
A kid? She seemed really upset.
You were dancing with Daddy.
Dancing with Daddy.
So you got the key?
Watch your wallet while I'm around.
Excellent! Rao must have been especially intrigued by the vambrace, testing the potential of an unfamiliar application. A curiosity as to hybrid capacity for potency is natural enough, and a controlled experiment would enhance...
Professor Skriovsky, how about experimenting with silence?
I don't care how my superpowers work, just shut up. I'm gonna go punch people. Mercifully, they teleported us right to the vambraces. We don't need to stealth past the millions of guards in the way. Game does that for us.
I've seen the blood machine. It is well hidden in the dungeons beyond the maze.
Okay, so the blood machine, we've been told, is what keeps Raum and Ampusa alive. They steal the blood from the lower class German creatures and drink it, and then they're immortal. So we break the blood machine, they are no longer immortal. We just gotta go through, that person say a hedge maze or something? That sounds less than ideal. I think I have efficient combos worked out, mostly involving this dagger. Turns out the dagger, if you time the combos just right, you can deal a lot of wraith damage pretty quickly. Whereas the whip can deal damage safely, but slowly. Who needs to be safe when your opponents are dead? Now, the first hit almost always knocks the enemy away, so that the second hit won't connect. Like that. So if you can get them pinned up against the wall like this, then you're in good shape. A shield guard. We should be able to just run past. I don't think they're gonna follow me. Whoosh. Oh, they smacked me around pretty bad. But they're not following me. That'll do. For some reason, we're heading down here. We don't know anything about where any hedge maze might be. If we talk to Scree, which I can't do right now, because I'm mid-combat and there's enemies around and Scree is turned into a rock. But if we did, Scree would say, hey, that girl with a dead rat as a pet. She might know something. Let's find her. I more or less got the timings on each of these attacks settled. You need to hit the next input at the moment your first attack would connect, even if it misses. And honestly, I've been playing Devil May Cry 5 lately, and it works a lot like the Red Queen, Nero's sword, and the way that you can hit the left trigger, to charge it up. And if you charge it up at the exact moment that a hit would connect, you get a full charge immediately. And that is how Primal's combat works in the Wraith form. Which is weird, but I am somewhat used to it from playing a bunch of Devil May Cry lately. It was a nightmare to learn in Devil May Cry. It's actually a lot easier to do here. The window of opportunity, much, much wider. Easy to miss. But this person that we just impaled had a keychain on their belt. If you miss that, you are going to be in trouble, because we need these keys. We also needed to kill them, because if we don't, they will harass me while I'm trying to open this door.
Come on, move it, damn it.
Scree willing to participate, even though I was rude in my request. And guards. I don't care about the guard. I do care about what is down here in this courtyard, which is more guards, but also a blood fountain. Blood fountain hides a 1-up crystal. Who's pouring this blood? Just some faceless person holding an endless blood bottle like they're Atlas. But these guards should probably get stuck down here in the courtyard. Don't think I'm gonna have to worry about them. And the door opening animation for these really tall doors is really fast. Just pop it right open. Every other door opening animation is arduous, just agonizing.
The Count and Countess keep that daughter's room well locked.
This door opening is gonna be agonizing. I gotta kill this guard because it's gonna take teamwork. The guard will interrupt my teamwork. Stab our way through. The flail attacks are a lot faster than the sword attacks, I think. I'm gonna break from combat just a minute here. Uh-oh. Give me a second, folks. We're good. I fear not death. Maybe I should. Ugh, this is gonna take forever. So I'm gonna break from combat and run away. There's a courtyard just out here. Scree should follow me. So here's something I learned in this level. Energy fountains are finite. Scree gets 1 full energy bar out of an energy fountain, which hasn't been a problem because a fair eye takes like 3 of those. Like, if you empty the fair eye's health out 3 times, that will be roughly 1 full energy bar. And that hasn't really come up yet. There we go. That energy fountain is tapped. Pop off my HP, wait for these suckers to catch up. We can clearly get a gigantic lead on them. So if I run away here and head back to the door, I should be able to get it open before they catch up to me, thereby skipping the combat. Because even using the most efficient attack combos possible, attacks are very slow and the enemies have a lot of health. But our key goes to this door. Severed head. Did they keep it locked? We got that key.
Come on, move it, damn it.
Use teamwork. See enemies nearby, and we're good. But this is not where we want to be specifically. It's just the door to where we want to be. A little more energy. Clearly now we're going to need a lot of energy. I can lose my entire health bar. And when I do, it takes forever to recharge it. Forever and an entire energy meter from Scree. Hate to think of how much of a pain it's going to be to recharge the next form we unlock. Because there's one more, of course.
Elizabeth? Hello, Elizabeth.
Hello, Elizabeth. How are you?
Hey, that's a lovely little pet you've got there. Does he have a name?
Yes? Claude.
Well, you've certainly got him nice and tame. Claude keeps very still.
Of course it's very still. It's dead.
Well, you mustn't be too sad. I'm sure you were a very kind...
Why would I be sad? I killed it.
Think of the savings on pet food, huh, Lizzie?
Elizabeth.
Elizabeth. That's right. Well, I'm Jen and this is Scree.
I saw you dancing with my father.
I know, I saw you seeing me. See?
And Elizabeth, I saw you dancing in the ballroom earlier. I thought you were wonderful.
Can't dance. I'm useless. I hate dancing.
Well, you know, I don't think any of that's true, young lady. You love dancing, and you were great.
Are you going to kill my father?
Elizabeth, what we really need, what we'd like to ask, you've got a key to the maze, haven't you? Can we borrow it?
Ugh, stupid maze. I hate it. It's boring.
Can we have the key?
Only if you're going to kill my father. You are, aren't you?
I may be having a fight with him, yes.
Kill him then. Please kill him. I bet you can't.
Oh, we'll see.
And my mother?
We'll see, honey.
No. You can only have it if Scream dances with me. I want to dance with Scream.
Oh, I see. No, it's Scree.
Oh.
But, no, yes, of course. Excellent. It will be my pleasure.
Come on then. And ask properly or no key.
Excuse me, miss. May I have the pleasure of this dance?
You may.
Thank you, Miss Elizabeth.
I've never been allowed to dance before. When you've killed my mother and father, can I keep Mr. Scree as a pet? I wouldn't kill him, I promise.
Well, you see, I sort of need him. Sorry, Elizabeth.
I want him! I hate you! You're so selfish!
But later I'm going to insist on another dance, Elizabeth. And you'd better not say no.
All right.
Our poor heroes are incredibly bad at talking to Adam's family monster children. But finally, Scree passed the charisma check right at the very end. And we got our key, because she wanted us to do exactly what we were planning to do anyway. Didn't need to lie, didn't need to do any subterfuge. Just needed to do the thing. And the thing we shall now do. I am glad that they got Scree to dance. They made Jen dance. So you gotta get Scree in there. Equal opportunity humiliation. Hey, another lodestone. We're set for lodestones for now, I think. And the guards that I abandoned here seem to have despawned. So I think the fastest way is to teleport to the East Wing. We still don't know where the maze is. And it's a maze. But we're gonna find it. Somehow. And we've been all over the East Wing, or the West Wing. So we know it must be in the East Wing, by process of elimination. 50-50 chance. Motivations are quite unclear as far as the monster people, and particularly the monster little girl. But we know basically that she likes death and murder. Stumbled upon the right answer to the queries. And yeah, ideally, like, Jen seems to think Monster Girl isn't necessarily a monster. And might theoretically go down the path of not becoming a spoiled, aristocratic, blood-drinking, corpse-petting, just horror. Jen is still naive, despite all the time she spent in the underworld. Which is realistically human of her. She has a human side. Most humans would not necessarily assume that everyone they meet in the fantasy world is going to be evil. And in the realms of order, not everyone was evil. Here in the realms of chaos, it does seem like at least the majority of people are evil. So, the entrance to the maze is right up ahead. And the entrance to the maze is basically a boss fight. There are a ton of Wraith guards, and they must all die, because they will interrupt you while trying to open the maze. Like, this is as many Wraiths as there were in the boss fight against the Farai at the end of the first level. My god, stop parrying me. So obnoxious. One down. At least two more to go. Also, the last time I played this, I found the maze accidentally beforehand, and in doing so, I lured all of the guards to the area right in front of the maze. So I couldn't divide and conquer. I had to fight every single one of them at the same time. At least right now, I never have to fight more than two. Lucky me. That whip was unnecessary. Oh, damn it. I was going to charge. I pressed the wrong arrow. At least that transformation was pretty quick. The speed of your transformations is actually impacted by where you are transforming. Because if you transform in an area that has a lot of assets in it, loaded in at the same time, the transformation will be abnormally slow because it has to load a bunch of stuff, and the loading is being lagged by all the assets in the area. This area seems to have an extraordinarily low number of assets. So the transformation was about as fast as it possibly could be. Hey, 2 more, 3 more, 4 more. So this was basically a boss fight. Even I don't remember being this bad, but this is like the biggest fight of the whole level. Just gonna do individual heavy dagger attacks over and over again. No combos this time. If they're in a corner, that's probably the fastest we can deal with it. It seems very much like we're not going to cleanse this realm of chaos the way we did with the water people and presumably the Farai. So when we're done here, we will have restored the place to the minimum amount of chaos that it can possibly be experiencing at any given time. But inevitably, further horrors will persist. The guard was friendly firing the other guard. Like the silver armor one was stabbing the red armor. I appreciate that. Actually, this is like the black armor one, which has much lower HP than the actual silver armor ones. I don't think I've seen a single silver armor one outside of the dungeon yet, which is nice. I want to push him into the corner. That's good. And get into a riposte combo cycle over and over. You get good at it, but it does nothing. Really, it's the finishers that ruins the entire combat system. It's unnecessary. They're very slow. It just wastes a lot of time. The combat itself already wastes a lot of time, but the finishers are the slowest part. And there's no reason they're required. It adds nothing. Scree doesn't even have enough energy to heal me back up. But yeah, I try to avoid every combat encounter that it is possible to avoid. Still have to do a lot of combat encounters, but minimize it to the best of my ability. This is the one guard you actually have to kill, but the other guards are guarding this guard. And if you don't kill the other guards, they probably will come bother you while you're opening the gate. Whereas this one will definitely come bother you. This one is the key. The key to using the key. Shield guards They don't take care of themselves very well because they have a shield, so they assume they're protected. And as a result, they have less HP than most of the other enemies.
Elizabeth plays in a dark maze. She locks it there, away from her mother and father.
Yeah, we know. We got the key. I believe that is a hint if you show up here before you've interacted with Elizabeth.
Give me some help here. Ugh. Mazes suck.
Yeah, you're not kidding. Why did you put one in the game? And then just comment on how it sucks. Oh, that's such an obnoxious move. Oh well. It's an adventure game. This is typical of adventure games. There are a great many games like this that should just be adventure games, and they shoehorn in action because just adventure doesn't sell anymore in the early 2000s / late 90s. One of the most famous and most recent examples would be Deadly Premonition, which was intended not to even have combat. But they were forced to. And it's horrible, and it makes the game worse. But it had to be there, contractually. The camera fritzed out. I think this is where I want to be. It's a maze, so there's no indication of where we should go. Except these green lanterns. Just Great Gatsby this sucker. And you will never be led astray. Just like Gatsby wasn't.
What kind of sadist would build a maze that shifts around? Oh, yeah. One like Rom.
They made it worse. So we go through the maze. Then we change the layout of the maze, and then we go through it again, backwards, with a completely different route. Here's the entrance. Where are we going, though? You can't see any green lanterns. Where's Ryan Reynolds when you need him? Probably off Deadpooling. Personally, I think this game is carried by its charm and some of its weirdness. It's not a very weird game. Could be weirder, quite frankly, but I think it has a lot of charm. But all these adventure games that shouldn't have combat systems but do tend to be weird and interesting and charming and still pretty good, but could be better if they just cut out combat entirely. The maze is harder now that we've shifted it. But Deadhead Fred was brought up in chat, and that is why I'm talking about games that should not have combat, only adventure. Just trust your writing. Let your game be as it is. I do tend to like a lot of games that have horrible combat but really good writing. / acting / charm and interesting, unique crap. There we go. Green Lantern. Pull another switch.
See, now why couldn't they have just left it like this?
Again, developers. Take your own advice. You wrote that. Just don't put the maze in if you know the maze sucks. Well, we opened it up. Just a clean, straight line. No more maze. We're here. Very important item. Load that right up. Rain it back out. Wish this was as fast. I wish Jen could just touch the crystal and get full healed. That would have been a quality of life feature that I would not complain about in the least. We got a little bit of crystal left. That was it. One last drop of crystal.
Help me out, would you?
Now a needlessly long door opening animation, which... Okay, Jen did decide to help us out. Normally I don't do these with Scree, so there's probably more voice clips of Scree trying to push open a double door and asking for help that I haven't heard yet. We gotta take Jen, because there are guards in here. And I don't want to fight them. I'm just gonna run past them. We'll swerve. And there we go. Door open. Door closed. This is another grand melee. That's what we needed. But the guard with the shield will not leave his post. So we don't have to worry about that one at least. Everyone else, we do have to worry about. I bet if I was clever, I could get them, like, stuck in the previous room and have the guard with the shield, like, actually block the entrance. Prevent these guards here from following me, because the door isn't locked. The door merely has too much weight behind it, so it will require a two-person pushing effort, which is the longest animation possible. And that in and of itself is a key when there are enemies around. Either these guards keep running away and dodging. But this one has been executed. Keeps playing this specific music track. I've said there are 11 combat songs in this game. But it keeps choosing this one. I believe most, if not all of them, are originally performed with vocals. If you were to purchase the album, they've been turned into instrumentals for the sake of fight music. And all of them appear on the album Super Cool Nothing version 2.0 by 16 Volts. Check it out. Basically, the entire album is in this game as an instrumental played during fights. You can tell by the title. It is industrial metal that is heavily grunge influenced, because that is the most grunge/industrial album title that any album could possibly have. 16 Volt is also grunge industrial. Just quintessential. So if any of that sounds good to you, I have heard is a good example of those styles of music. Check out Super Cool Nothing, Volume 2.0, version 2.0. Volume is more like pretentious rock guy. This is nerd rock guy. And we do know the lead singer is Lewis from this game, who I think Jen said that he plays D&D or something. His nerdly tendencies were noted quite a while ago. We all whiffed with all of our attacks. There's a lengthy silence when the game is trying to decide which track to play. So when we just ran out of fight music there, this fight is taking way too long. We got to fight in silence for a while. We might use up The next fight track. Okay, we did only because fight combat temporarily ended. And Scree is draining a corpse, so I cannot tap him for energy.
No.
Don't tell me no. That's probably enough. Just one last red enemy. I do like that the guards keep, like, bending their spines 360. Their leg animations seem unattached to their upper body animations. And most of the time that doesn't matter because they're locked onto us and will stare at us at all times, but occasionally they'll try to run away. When that happens, their bodies snap in half. Here we go. Until I get blocked, then we don't go. Didn't quite do it. That did it. Then we load back up. Then we can open a door and just get out of here. That was the last big combat orgy we are gonna have to deal with for quite a while. Mercifully. But this level did not feel like it was long enough.
Don't just stand there watching. Help me out here.
So they put in 1,000 enemies right at the very end. There's a Veil person. Same person who was holding up the blood fountain earlier. I assume. Can't really tell behind the veil, but... Hey! Someone with a gun. We should probably kill them and steal it. There's a staircase. Surprisingly narrow staircase. Down to the blood machine.
Guess the old fangs in the neck trick went out of fashion. So, we're looking to do a bit of industrial sabotage here. But I'm pretty light on Semtex right now, so, what's the plan?
Just give me a moment. Now, how does this contraption work?
I know how it works.
You see, Jen, our friend there is still alive.
Expect they thought he was just too nice a guy to go into the blender.
I'm so glad we've got to you in time. There.
You're welcome.
Sir, did they put you into the device?
No. The Count forced me to watch as he drained the lifeblood from my brethren.
Well, there will be no more sacrifices. We're here to destroy the machine.
No. Forget the machine. And consider those chalices. They are already filled with the Count and Countess's draft for this evening. Later, the guard will collect them, contaminate the contents, and that godless pair would no longer be invincible.
Some sort of poison, do you think?
They are immune to such trifling notions. You are dealing with race, imbecile.
So what do you suggest?
I suggest you, corruption. I suggest you. Hybrid blood will contain a mortal taint. That, mixed with the race element already drawn here, would prove highly dangerous to you. You must enter the machine.
Sounds like a reasonable plan.
What?
Okay, time out here.
The corruption would like a tiny word in Coach's ear.
What, Jen? I only said it sounded reasonable, that's all.
Stop. Okay, you expect me to strap myself into a machine built with only one purpose. To kill, and to leave that fruitcake at the controls.
I merely expressed an opinion.
You trust him with my life?
No, but if you do it, Jen, I won't let him harm you. So, do you trust me?
Freeze frame. I bet you're all wondering how I got here. By the way, I've been able to do this in every cutscene in the whole game. That's all I wanted to do. Prove that I could. Back to the cutscene, already in progress.
Okay, now, gently does it. Fine, I think we've got enough. You can stop it now. I said stop it! Are you mad? You're killing her! Give me that!
Ah! There is nothing you can do to stop this, runt.
No adverse reactions from being drained almost to death. Good thing, too. Where is that Watcher? Racist guy. Tried to kill me. I think Scree clogged him so hard that he's dead himself, yeah. This is the controls. So, yeah, he died. Now, tell me what to do, Scree.
Okay, what's next?
Let's get back to the ballroom. The Count and Countess will be there.
You asshole. We gotta backtrack the whole level again. There's the gunner. The only gunner in the entire level, and we don't even have to fight him. Just run past. Now the guard finally leaves that post. Honestly, this backtracking isn't that excruciating, but it is excruciating. And unnecessary. Makes you really appreciate the times that they did teleport us to where we needed to go. Because clearly they didn't need to. Nor want to.
You have to kill the Count and Countess? Good riddance, I say. They're in the ballroom.
Yeah, I know. Is this the right way? Yeah, I think teleporting to the other gate will get us where we need to go the fastest. Clearly, I'm concerned with doing things fast. Yeah, Scree can drain the corpses, but he has to stand still to do that. And he stands still for a super long time. Sometimes he gets lost behind you if he gets too separated, and then you have to switch to him and manually take him over to your location. And draining an entire corpse gets him like 1/10 of his energy bar. So it is a very inefficient way to recover his energy. Also, note, there's an armory right next to where we are right now, the courtyard. The armory has a teleport gate. We have not activated that teleport gate. And this is basically the end of the level. We are not going to activate that teleport gate. I don't know how to get to that teleport gate. And I don't think I'm ever going to learn. Why am I fighting this? Just get me out of here. Just a little victory lap around the entire level real quick. Go wrong turn. Screes. Suspiciously distant. Yeah, Scree is not on the map right now. There he is. He caught up. Good boy, Scree. Don't care about you. Ballroom is right in the next room. And if we hop in the fountain here, the enemies can't get in. They have no animation for climbing over. This is a ledge here. They could have just reused Jen's animation. Made it so we were never safe. Perhaps it was a design choice to allow us to find safety when we are waist deep in blood. Yeah, that's about how much energy we get. Let me drain stuff. And now we tap Scree for mana. So next room over is Raum. Still in the ballroom. Still waiting to see us. Hopefully I can get this door open without getting harassed. Oh, there's a guard here already, but the door's open automatically. Excellent. Ignore the guard. We'll save for safety. But I have 7 extra lives. Safety is not an issue. We are all good. Getting a game over here would be essentially impossible. Nonetheless. Nope. Not quit. Start button to go back.
Ah, you two lovebirds enjoying a cozy little nightcap?
The party's over, guys.
Why didn't I simply disembowel you straight away, hybrid? You see what happens when one ignores one's instincts.
But then you would have missed drooling over that.
Prize bull, Natalia.
Maybe now we can have that other little tango you promised.
You don't imagine I was being serious. Of course I recognized you.
Yeah, right.
Leave this rancid deformity to me. I am just the moon for an easy kill.
Yo, Countess. Somehow hoped you'd be first.
Boss fight. An actual boss fight. Let's have a whip off. I'm sure Raum would appreciate that. Creep that he is. With his Clive Barker kink gear on. Which I support. Just that Raum actually is like a dangerous abuser guy.
You've killed her.
Not such a fan of slaughter when it's your own little bunnykins, huh?
But she shouldn't be, She'd only just drunk from...
Oh yeah, that's right. You thought your cool isotonic cocktail would have protected her. Big mistake.
But it works. We experimented.
Now, I'm confused. Are you weeping as a husband or a scientist?
Wraith noblemen do not weep. Swift vengeance is far more hostile.
So, Raum can't even be heartbroken about his wife dying. That's the real tragedy. But we won the whip off. Now to win the sword fight. I don't know why Ram decides to make it a sword fight when he can fly and shoot lasers. These lasers are absurdly deadly. And very easy to avoid. I'm just making really bad errors here. Keeping him on camera becomes the hard part. We're currently still locked onto him. We move faster when we are not locked on. I just realized we can just dodge infinitely. That's probably the fastest way to deal with this. Oh. He's pretty quick. I'll grant him that. Up. And that zooms around for a while. And he... meets it in the middle. That was cheating. Couldn't even see what was happening. And he has 0 HP, of course. He should have died in the last cycle. But he didn't. Broke my lock-on, so I can't dodge. I'll whip you to death like I whipped your wife. Now he requires an actual execution. So that was unfortunate, but just one up. Like I said, I had plenty to spare.
Can't hear you, Realm. You trying to say how sorry you are? Want to donate your body to science?
I'm dying.
Yeah, that's right, baby. I made my own little deposit into your blood bank.
Dying quickly? Oh, damn you, hybrid. I was hoping I'd really suffer at the end.
He'll be sadly missed.
At least one thing in this level was quick.
Elizabeth? Elizabeth! Come on, Jen. This battle's over. At least the Helot can come out of that cellar now and not fear for their lives. It's time for us to leave Ether.
I won't be rushing back.
I'm proud of you, Jen.
Proud of you and the corpses you've left behind. That's a true friend. Who's proud of the people you just murdered. Good team. We unlocked a new feature. That means we're done here. I like the Ether level. Good tone. The mansion obviously dragged on way too long. The dungeon was a little too long, the mansion way too long. But good creepy stuff overall. I like the Texas Chainsaw Massacre family that we had to deal with and eventually murder to escape. And escape we have. Gonna take a short break, then come back with more Primal. Stick around if you are invested in what promises to be the final level of Primal. If you made it this far, why not carry on?